Hi, I'm Sophia of Kinesis Pilates, and today we're going to do a basic 10 mat. So we're going to start with 100. You'll lay down on your yoga or Pilates mat and curl your head up and bring your knees into your chest. Just round yourself into this nice little ball. It's my favorite way to start the 100. And then you're going to bring your legs to tabletop. Your arms will reach out straight and you'll begin pumping. And we inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. If this is easy for you, you can bring your legs up to the ceiling. If you want an additional challenge, you can start to lower them towards the floor, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Just inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling to expand the rib cage and exhaling by squeezing the belly in. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Very good. If you start to get tired, you can always lift your legs up or return them to tabletop. One last breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then you can round yourself down. The second exercise is roll up. If you have a mat with a strap, you'll place your feet under the strap and flex the ankles. If you don't, you can put your feet on the floor, flat on the floor like this, or put your feet under a piece of furniture, or have a family member hold them. You'll lay yourself down on the mat. Arms can come up over to your face towards the ceiling, or over your head by your ears, wherever you have the range in your shoulders. Feet are firmly flexed. You're going to inhale, round up. Exhale, stretch over your legs with your arms still high. Inhale, belly comes back, and exhale, down. Imagine that you like to stay relatively low, so you're going to stay close to your legs and then stay close as you round your belly back and exhale down. We inhale, round up. Exhale when it gets difficult, reaching for your flexed feet. Inhale, round the belly back, and exhale, lay yourself on the mat. Inhale to roll up. Exhale, stretching your hamstrings and spine. Inhale, round back, and exhale, lower down. One last one. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, belly takes you back, and exhale, down. Then your hands come by your side. One leg comes out and points up to the ceiling, slightly externally rotated in the hip socket. The other leg is your standing leg, and it's reaching for the mat, flexed foot, firmly pressing down. Shoulders are back, arms are flat, and you're going to inhale, lift the pelvis. Exhale, circle the leg around and up. Inhale, cross the body. Exhale, belly brings it back up. Inhale, you twist your spine by bringing your pelvis with your leg. Inhale and exhale, pause. Inhale and exhale. After 5, we reverse it. Inhale out to the side, cross the body and return up. Keep the leg externally rotated and try to lead with your heel. Inhale, exhale. Stretching the front of the pelvis and the belly returns the leg. One last one. Good. And then you can bend the knee into the chest. Release the hip flexor if you used it a little for that. And then stretch that leg long, flexing it on the mat, and bringing your other leg up to the ceiling, slightly externally rotated, toes pointing. You're going to inhale, cross the body, exhale, circle up. Inhale, twist the spine, exhale, belly returns the leg, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This is the last one, and then we'll reverse the direction. Inhale out to the side, circle to the ceiling. Try to keep your foot over your belly if possible. If your hamstrings are tight, you can keep a softness to your knee. like so. Really trying to use the belly to twist the spine. When you're finished, bring your knee into your chest, and then you're going to roll up. The third exercise is rolling like a ball. You're going to start by bringing your knees close to your chest, so very, very deep hip flexion. This might not be available to everyone. You might feel like you're a little bit more out here, but you're striving to be as tiny as you can possibly be. There's a roundness to your spine, not because you shove your back, but because you bring your spine forward with your belly contraction. You'll grab the front of your ankles. You can even cross your arms if it's available to you. And then you'll levitate your feet off the mat and balance on your sacrum. We're going to inhale and roll back to the shoulder blades, never onto the head or neck. So we will inhale, roll back. Exhale up. You can even keep your head flexed as you do this so that you don't press weight on it. Inhale, round back. Exhale, return. 2 more. Inhale, belly lifts the hips. Exhale, return. 1 last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Set your feet down. Your hands will come behind you, and then you're going to straighten your legs as you lift your butt behind. Then you're going to bring your right knee into your chest with your left arm grabbing the knee. Your right arm grabs your own ankle, and you're going to just rock back onto the tip of your shoulder blade. So you're already in this great flexed position. This is single leg stretch. You're going to pull one leg in, and then you switch. Opposite hand coming to the knee. So we inhale for 2 legs, and we exhale for 2 legs. And the arms stay high and wide. Very nice. Let's inhale for 2 more, and exhale. When you're finished, if you need to, you could lay your head down. If not, you keep it up, and we're going into double leg stretch. Same thing, but with the legs together, making it much more challenging. You inhale, arms come up as the legs extend. Exhale, circle around. If you need to, you can bring your legs higher. 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then you can lower your head down to the mat. If you want to, you can just rock your knees from side to side. Nicely done. Then you can grab your legs and use them to roll yourself up to sitting for a spine stretch. The legs will flex out in front of you, about hip width apart. If this is challenging for you, you can sit on a pillow to elevate your pelvis. If you have an elevated mat, you can also drop your heels off the mat. Or you can even soften the knees if your hamstrings are particularly tight. We want to find that we're not sitting back on our sacrum, getting kind of pulled behind, but rather that we can lengthen the hamstrings enough to get on top of our sits bones and then nicely stack your spine out of your pelvis. Your arms will come up to the ceiling. You'll take a breath in, and then you're going to exhale and soften forward. Inhale, the belly comes in to stack the spine, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting up, and exhaling over. Nicely done. We want this movement to be from the belly. So it's a very intentional shortening of the front of the spine or the belly as we come forward. And then the belly pulls in and up to stack us back. One last time. Exhale, belly pulls you into flexion, reaching for your feet. And then inhale, return yourself back up. Then your arms come by your side, and we're going to do saw. Same foot position. This time your arms are at a T, and we're going to combine flexion of the spine with rotation of the spine. So you'll take a breath in, and then you're going to exhale and twist from the belly. When you've twisted as much as you can without bringing the pelvis with you, you're going to start to fold forward. The back hand flips so the palm faces up, and then that arm starts to lift towards the ceiling to help you flex your spine. Then you're going to inhale and stack back up. You twist with an exhale. Reach your pinky of your forward hand for the pinky of your toe. Imagine you're sawing it off, and the back palm lifts up on your exhale, and then you inhale to float back up. So twisting and folding on an exhale. Inhale, stack your spine up. Exhale, sawing that pinky toe off. Inhale, back up. Let's do one more to each side. You're going to twist from your core, really wringing your belly out, folding forward, and inhale up. Exhale, twist, and reaching for the pinky toe, and then you're going to inhale back up. Nicely done. Then we're going into a side leg series. So you're going to lay on your side towards the back of the mat. I'd like you to put your elbow on the mat, rest your hand at the base of your skull, and then instead of collapsing and hammocking in your spine, you're going to use your own strength to lift yourself up. So there should be a hole underneath your waist, okay? And then the other hand, your top hand, can just come in front of you to provide some stability and support. Your legs will reach towards the front of the mat, resulting in a 30-degree angle at the hip. You'll bring your top leg up about 6 inches, always keeping the hip, knee, and foot in line. And then you're going to inhale, flex the ankle and the hip forward, and then you're going to point the foot and exhale as you extend in the hip. We're going to try not to really arch through the back. See what kind of range you can get out of the actual hip socket first. So we'll flex the foot and the hip on an inhale, pulsing, and then point the foot, extend the hip, and pulse. So each time you pulse, that second pulse takes the stretch a little bit further. Good, so you inhale, flex from the belly, and then exhale, stretch the belly, and so as. Inhale, stretch the hamstring, then use the hamstring to extend. We typically do 5. I believe this is actually 6. And exhaling. When you're finished, you can bring your top leg on top of the bottom leg, and then we're going to externally rotate it. You can even internally and externally rotate the leg from the actual hip socket just a few times as a prep. And then we're going to keep it externally rotated, and you're going to lift the leg, flexed foot, and then point it down. As much as possible, I want you to feel this deep in the hip. So our deep 6 rotators, our glute med and min are doing a lot of this motion. What I don't want to see is a rolling out of the pelvis to lift the leg. Then you'll reverse the foot position. We can point up and flex down. Good. I'm not sure that I reversed those feet correctly. You just reverse your feet. Good. And then when you're finished with that, we're going to flip over to the other side. So, bodies back towards the edge of the mat. A little bit of lift in your torso. Legs come to the front of the mat, feet flexed. Top arm can help provide some stability. You'll lift the leg to about hip height, and then you'll inhale, flex it forward, and then exhale, extend it back. Inhale, flex the foot and hip, and exhale, point it back. You may find it nice to externally rotate the leg just a little bit in the socket, so your knees and toes are pointing a little bit more up than down. One last one. Inhaling and exhaling. You'll stack the feet, and then we'll just internally and externally rotate in the actual hip socket. Where's your waist? Has it fallen? And then you're going to keep the leg externally rotated so the toes point up, the knee points up, but the pelvis stays stacked. And then you're going to lift the leg and lower it. Some of you might find this range is sufficient. We really want to feel this as much as possible in the glute and deep six rotators. If that's available to you, you might like lifting it a little higher. And then we'll reverse the foot positions, 10 flexing up and pointing down. We do approximately 3 of each foot position. Today we're doing a little more. Good. And then when you're finished with that, you're going to come back up and we are going to do seal. This is a lot like rolling like a ball. Joseph Pilates really liked rolling exercises. He felt that they were beneficial to the spine and very helpful for breathing. This time your legs are going to be a little bit more open. You're going to clap your hands and dive them between your legs, circling them in front of the ankle. And then because the knees are a little more open, that means the legs are a little more externally rotated in the hip. And you can actually get the soles of your feet to almost touch. So this is where the name comes from. This is the seal aspect of it, the clapping of the feet. Otherwise, the exercise is just like rolling like a ball. So we're going to inhale, roll to the shoulder blades, exhale, round up. Inhale, rolling back, exhale, up. If this is relatively easy for you and you can roll nicely through your spine, you can add 3 claps in each position. So you can clap at the top, 1, 2, 3, inhale back, and then clap here, 1, 2, 3, exhaling up. It removes the momentum from the exercise and makes it considerably more challenging. So if this is too difficult for you, you certainly don't need to add the claps, or you can just clap at the top, inhaling back, exhaling up, and clapping at the top. We generally do about 5, inhaling and exhaling. Let's do one last one, and then we'll come to standing at the very end. So we'll inhale back, exhale, cross the feet, let go of them, and then you can come to standing when you're finished. And that is your basic 10 mat.